AGRO-FARM well family, welcome back to the new episode of this farm. If you are new here, I want to say you consider subscribing and like and share. Do not forget to smash the notification bell. Of course, to our returning subscriber, thank you very much. We really appreciate you. We love you so much for being part of AGRO-FARM well family. Today we are here in Juman district, of course in West Nile region, in newly established poultry and goods farm that is right here, and I'm here to see on the progress of this farm, and at the same time to you the viewers to see what is going around here in this farm. And beside me here is the farm manager who is right here. I would just like to give him the time to introduce himself and to say hi to the viewer, and at the same time to highlight on so what is going in this farm exactly. So thank you very much. You are most welcome.
Thank you for giving me this chance. I'm by the name called Marie Steven. So we have been here since a while, starting the project. So the project is still under construction. Much as like we managed to bring some few layers and then some few local goods on ground. So this is just for the start, but our main aim and our main target is we want to keep around 200 goats in this farm. So that is our focus. And then concerning the layers that we brought here, they are around 20 in numbers. So they are almost starting laying within maybe 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, it's okay. And how many goats do you people have here?
The goats that we have here, they are around 10.
11. So what is your projection, like how many goats do you want to keep here exactly?
As I said before, our target here, we want to keep around 200 goats, because the house that we construct, it can accommodate 200 goats.
Okay. I think there's the construction for the goats house is on moving. I think the upper area is already done. Now what is the other down part for exactly?
So when you look at the downer part, we are constructing this for easy collection of their ducks, because the ducks are very important. It can be used for fertilizer. So when we make the downer part very well, so that it can be easy to collect the ducks, so that we can also use as a fertilizer. Okay, that is the main aim of constructing.
Okay, it's okay. What about what do you have here exactly? Because I'm seeing the solar, and I'm not seeing any other places where you fetch the water, because you know goats they need water. So where do you get your water?
So initially we were having some water problem, but when I just look at that, I had a plan of bringing this stuff, this national water tap, but it's kind of costly. Yeah, the proposal they made for me, or the budget they made for the farm, is kind of very expensive. So I decided to look for some guys. These guys actually I brought them from Biale. Yeah, this guy I brought them. They started digging for me a well here. So as you are seeing, the well is completed, and then the solar pump actually it has been installed. Okay. Yeah. So this is the main water source we're going to use in this farm.
Okay, probably like how much is the cost exactly for digging these the water sources? How much?
So digging this well, it is not too expensive. That was agreement, but it depends on the soil. Okay. So when you're having mine, because they dig for me using 2 meters, is because the place is having a lot of manure. But other places they can construct maybe by around 1.5 million.
Okay. So what about in terms of like a material, like the brick, the cement? Is it they're the one providing, or you're the one providing all this out of the cost of digging the wall?
So the amount, that 2 million is the labor. Okay. But now for construction, those material you be the one to buy. The material that you're buying is like a 1/5 of bricks, and then the brick is this amount size. It's not this bigger size, and then you need around 5 packs of cement.
of completing the construction. Okay. It's okay. Can you come around and first please? The well.
Yeah, the well is kind of deep. It is roughly around 6 meters down.
Wow. It's too
As
deep.
you're hearing, the solar farm is pumping the water.
So that's the reservoir tanks. The reservoir tanks, and then from there it goes on.
Yeah,
From
so
here, then you take it to.
we're still finishing the construction. We want to put the tank up here on this stand, which is when we the one they started building. So when we put the tank up there, so that the water comes from down then into the tank, so we shall use this down opener. Okay.
I'm seeing here there's partitioning because the part from the gate we have a partition, and then from there in the middle here we have a partition again. Can you change that side? We have a partition there. So why did you decide to do partitioning of the area? Is it for different, for putting different things, gold different, then we have the chicken also different?
All right. This partition, it is done because we are going to plant these almond seeds here. We have super napier. Yeah, you are seeing those holes big. It was for this super napier.
Okay.
Initially, we have planted some few napiers there, but I think due to dry season, they have dried up.
Okay.
So this partition was done mainly for planting the almond seeds. We're not going to plant only the super napier, but we're going to plant a different type. We have alfalfa and then super napier.
Okay.
So the reason why we did this partition is to prevent and help the napier to grow. So this is the chicken shelter. As you can see, we have a layer right here. This is a winter. This is how the structures look like.
Okay. They lay eggs there, or you just they just lay here? Because that's what I'm saying.
They're going to lay eggs there, but this thing was constructed last week.
Okay.
Yeah. They haven't started using it.
Okay. So what about this one? Oh, this one's also for laying, right?
Yeah, this is for laying. This was built before constructing this one using the timber.
You have not just started using this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess we're going to remove this one because, like, when you have that one, and at least get for you many rooms for laying. Okay. That's why you have to use the timber for making that.
Okay. Yeah, what I'm doing here, you can see here, right here. Let me show you an example. You see, this is a broken egg. I don't know whether you know the reason why these eggs are getting broken. The reason is why you see this area. These eggs are fragile. You are supposed to have what we call a cushion, something which can prevent it from getting broken. Like we have the shoulders. Right here, we have it here. But now the place is here. When you're making, you need to put another shoulders in this area, so that when hen lay the eggs, then it may not get broken. So at the same time here, you need to apply cushion when the hens started to lay here. You need to apply cushion in this area, so that once when they start laying, you may not lose eggs, because this one is a loss. Like in egg production, you are supposed to minimize losses at least, because now like that it may continue getting broken. At the end of the day, you may go to loss, because there are a lot of things you are supposed to calculate, especially in the area of the expense. You are supposed to calculate the expense, the feeding which you are giving, the water you are supplying, and then your medication. After all these things, and then you need to know how much are you going to gain out of this thing. And then you have 10 chicken, right? 10 hens, they have started laying a day. they need to lay 10 eggs. And then how much have you so far given in that whole day? You know you are feeding there, you know your water there, you know your medication there. So when you calculate this thing, you subtract out of that, and then you may see how much profit you have already gained from there. So but when you keep on losing eggs like this, at the end you find out you have gone to loss. So it is good to have at least a very good area where the chicken lay. When you have that, then to accomplish, because now when you keep on losing like that, it may not be okay. So meaning that you are supposed to provide the system here. And then in another way is like they also need privacy actually in the area where they're making the place to be dark enough where they lay. You can put a carpet like this up to this level so that the place will be a little bit dark. When they want to lay, then they just get in there without any other problem. So apart from that, there's no any other things, but this system is what we call, you know, this is, I don't know whether they go outside or they just stay inside here.
They stay inside.
They stay inside here, right? Okay. If they stay inside here, there's need for you to have enough sawdust inside the room here. You have already cemented this place, it is okay. Well, there's no problem with this, but you need to have enough sawdust. And you see this, you need to have a lot of them down here. At the end of the day, there is what we call IMO, which is the spray in the house here. Okay, there's just people here with but the room will not smell. Everything is going to be okay. You are not going to remove the sawdust. It is going to stay there, and then after 2 to 3 months, when you feel it is dirty, okay, then you're going to remove the whole of this sawdust out. But this is so important because if you add like manure, you know, for the banana which you also have planted outside there, with some other tree which you have around here, this will act like a manure for those other plants. You know, there's a rotation in what we call ecosystem. So these go from here to the plant. So that's one of the way. But you need to also minimize when you have the sawdust inside the room. What you need to have is you need to at least have you need to make sure these waters will not be spilled inside the room, because when once it is spilled inside the room, it may make the room to be short, and at the same time it will be, you know, a breeding spaces for bacteria. That's one of the way the act of you know, these new customers will come in. Okay, and another thing is right outside here. You're supposed to have before we enter in. When someone is inside the room of the chicken, you're supposed to have places where you dip your feet before you enter. Okay, and this will not be even only here, but it has to be on the gate there, right from the gate there, because there are a lot of ways of you know, the sickness is spread. It can be through contact. Okay, when you are getting in, maybe you have contacted you know, the Newcastle or any other, you know, any other sickness that can affect the chicken. So when you come to the gate there, then you dip your feet, and then you have a gumboot which you can use. Those are the few areas I think which you need to identify. Otherwise, it may be a little bit risky. You know, I think those are the few areas which you need to do correction. But otherwise, the farm is very nice and it is very good. It is very good. It's you need to continue with this. I know everything is going to be okay. I don't know, do you have any other things to tell to what do you have to say at them about, you know, farming? Because nowadays people consider farming as something which is, you know, dirty job. People doesn't want to do that because they think that it is a waste of time. Everyone wants a white collar job. That's what they need. But at this age, I know you are still young, and at the same time, your age group may consider as this is doing something which is, you know, dirty work job. You're not supposed to do this kind of job. You're supposed to sit in the office. You're supposed to drive good cars. So, what do you have to tell to the youth?
All right, thank you for your compliment. I've actually learned a lot from your communication and your visit. I think those things that we have talked about, we have the plan of putting them in place. We're going to make sure maybe within 2 weeks' time everything is ready. Okay, so that we can start smoothly running our business. So my advice to the youth is that when you look at farm is something which is kind of very wealthy because nowadays a small thing like this can cost a lot. Like you may find that someone is selling a chicken between the range of 35 to 45. I think that is a good money, but people tend to ignore because I may say that they don't want to get dirty, and then at the same time they kind of busy with doing farm. But if we focus on farm and we can make sure that everything is going to be because with farm it can provide a lot. You may have a source of food, you may have a source of money. It is actually it is a good project. So when someone has another initiative of starting a farm, I may just recommend the person to start up the farm. Farm can only be started by a huge amount of money. You can start with something which is very little. If you start maybe your poultry by around having five chicken, maybe you have 2 roaster. That is enough. You can start slowly, and then you progress to the next level. For those people who are having a big farm, they also start with a small farm. So if you have the money, you don't know how to use it, or maybe you don't have any plan of spending, I'm advising you to invest in the farm. It is going to help you a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so that is what I have for my fellow upcoming farmers. Maybe people have an interest of starting a farm.
Okay. Thank you very much for welcoming me to the farm.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you.